Altergeist, good old Madolche, White Forest. There are so many cool ideas to look at post point adjustment. You guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more on us. So we had our first point adjustment. I wanted to look through some of the decks that people are kind of cooking up now to give you a little bit of an idea of, hey, things have gotten cheaper. What can we do? Well, now the shufflers have become a lot more valuable in this format, which I think is going to save you some time. Imperm is still looking very, very good. And also, you do see that we're still dedicating a slot to Zeus. Now, your side deck is all going to be the standard cards kind of break this meta, and that's going to be fine, but for all intents and purposes, for what you're working with this deck, I think everything in the Medulch department, especially with bridging through the Vernal Sith stuff, is going to help you out massively. And also, we still get to see the Herald of the Orange Light being a fantastic card, giving this deck, a good opportunity to solidly, touch down and do its thing. So I think this is awesome to see. Now we also have some Altergeist here. Now, nothing in the Altergeist department is actually going to cost you cards. Your first cost developments are going to be in the imperms and the evenly matches, and that's basically going to be, you're basically paying to play better trap cards, which is actually not a crazy thing. You also do see that, while you're not going to be able to cheat out, the crazy numbers that some of the Altergeist monsters would need, especially, because we can't really link out and do things with that regard. It's interesting, to say the least. And of course, playing the Horn of the Heavens in here, that's a little bit crazy as a tech choice. I do appreciate the fact that Horn of Heaven actually is a tech choice that this deck can viably work with. So I do appreciate that. But outside of that, this list looks pretty solid. Now we've also got ye old White Forest. Now, Deception is a costly card, man. The fact that they want you to spend 33 points and then to spend another 20 points on Sylvie down here is kind of crazy, and the fact that, LZ also costs money, but at this point in time, you just may as well gut the Diabell Star out of the deck and just play things a little bit more consistently on that front, which, I think we can kind of do so, at least in terms of this, because you're at maximum point value load based on, just these four cards. But those four power cards are kind of the things that makes this deck actually work out. It's kind of funny that, you do see things like Lightning Vortex, Cosmic Cyclones in here being power cards that are meant to actually help you out. And I think that works out pretty nicely. Oh, Exosisters. So we saw that Shifter got bonked on the head and got forced to get a point upgrade from 5 to 10, which killed 15 points of value for the deck, which I don't really think is much of a problem because Exosister still functionally has all the spirit package that you had in here, which also, interestingly enough, they're not playing the new normal summon extender from the hand for the spirit deck, which I think you do need to be playing the Ishiki no Hime. I think she's such a broken card. It's going to be something you are going to want to explore. But so we're playing things like lands in here to kind of give you that defensive power. And I also see that we are playing the 7 Tachyons to at least, be able to bridge the 104 into, your Exosister pieces to be able to start combo. Also, I do have a side deck down here of the Lumining Broken Floodgates that you could be tossing at your opponent. So, very, very, very strong list. Oh, well, I didn't think I would see a actual Witchcrafter list pop up, but your first dedicated slots are to Blazing Cartesias as 3-evs, which I think is fine. You also do see that we have Drolls now getting much cheaper, which are going to help out this deck. And then, of course, you are kind of relying on Super Polys to kind of be the board breaker. First of all, you're playing Witchcrafter. There is going to have to be some sort of give and take that you're going to have with this deck's development. Side decking, holy crap, man. We're actually playing the Banquet of the Millions as a side deck option. I guess taking your opponent's extra deck away for them for a whole turn gives the Witchcrafter player a chance to, actually play the game. And I think that's actually kind of good. You also do get to see Magician Souls in here helping this deck out immensely for its cost system. Ooh, DDD. So this is 100% a pipe dream. I don't actually recommend trying out this list on a competitive level, but if you're looking to have some fun, DDD, you cannot play Pendulums and you cannot play Link monsters in this format. But there's still a pretty good selection in the Fusion and the Synchro department that you can still make. Now, I do see that, this duelist made some concessions. We're playing, the Masked Beast in here. We're also playing the Cosmo Queen just so we can do, like, ARA shenanigans to dump down, the pieces. I strictly think for a fun concept, maybe depending on points and things, because this is a 0-point deck, especially like if you're going to a locals and you're like, well, maybe I don't want to, maybe we want to have a 0-point fun tournament today at locals. This right here gives you all of those options that you're matching to be able to play zero cost and go. Fire Kings. Now, this deck is costly, man. First of all, 20 points right here straight to the Karens. Ukalonics cost 20. The Ponixes are 10s. So straight off the bat, there's 40, there's 70 of your points. You're dedicating more of your points to the Droll and Lockbird just to have like that defensive option, which I do recommend. You do want to have options, but then you're dedicating your last points to the Dark Holes, which puts you at 94. You do have a little bit you could work with. Side deck, Monster Reborn, the spell card, is a pretty good card to see in this deck. I think more and more decks are probably going to consider that. You also do get to see the Jirac package down here, along with the Ground Xeno kind of being worked into this strategy as well. A lot of cool things, man, that these duelists have been coming up with. I really just appreciate, the ideas that are coming to fruition here. And then more. Ooh, this is Fire King Jirac. Now, if you want a super competitive build, this is probably going to be it. Now, for some reason, the Jirac stuff just doesn't cost anything in the extra deck. And it's interesting to me because, like, these are free resources that board wipe that you'll basically be able to access over and over and kind of over again to pull back out. And we just see that there's no real problem or need to address this. We just continue to see, oh, hey, these are good cards. They help us out. See, we are playing the one Jirac Impact in the main deck, going with the Jirac spell cards at like maximum full value, going with the Ultimate Connector. Hey, if you're a dinosaur man and you've been wanting to, have a format to play, you can merge these two themes together, and it actually works out for you here, which, that's kind of cool. We also do get to see, oh my, Adamancipator. There was recently an adjustment with dear old Block Dragon for it actually getting knocked down a peg, which is crazy because Adamancipator, the entire package, okay, yeah, Quackymare Guardians cost 3 apiece, but like, is that really gonna necessarily hurt people? Because a good Adamancipator player is gonna be able to clear through and do some crazy things. I also see, hey, we have access to big powerhouse monsters here. We're going 2 Emeralds to recycle. Gallon Granite is a lot of points, but I don't think that's much of an issue because your whole point is, we're going to be filtering through and going. Also, playing a Gores in here is hilarious. I guess, to be fair, in a format like this, Gores might actually have a place. If you want to talk about just being able to landslide, take your opponent on tilt, this will probably be one of those hilarious cards that you'll just catch people off guard with. But this actually looks very, very, very fun. Then our last list for this is Genesys Chain Strike. So who needs to really do other crazy things when we can just play 2 copies of Chain Strike for our full point allocation? And then we can just play Just Desserts and all of the rest of these. The fact that there are no point limitations on any of the burn cards. They recently just took Ojama Trio and Duo out back and blew them up on the numbers, but I don't think that hurts, the rest of this deck. You're going to have to play it a little bit more conservatively to get those values going. And I think that's fine, but what do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. I'll see your beautiful faces back here in day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.